The old Cid is dead. Long live the Cid. It's me, Joey. Hello, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
I've got to go speak to Otto. There's a new section, of course. I'm going to walk along and talk to people and do things, but this is the new safety zone, the hideaway. Hi, Jill.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnus. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Probably not. I've always got something to do.
Clive, is everything all right?
It said last time that Caron had new items, so I guess she's actually fine. I would have thought they'd all killed everyone.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
I'll let the others... Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
You're into this new borders behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my fella's friend, all in good time. I am, Nectar, I am wondering that. How did you know? Right, hello, Matt Boone.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well, then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
It has been another 5 years, right?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
But you've got...
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn?
By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the ongoing goings on in Valisthea. Revisit any of Ninetale's past lessons, take a deep look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. We've got the situation map and a comprehensive grid of important persons and their respective relationships.
Here you are.
Let's read this. Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use left bumper or right bumper to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. So, this explains what was going on. So, Glozolith, which is part of this bit of the world. Learn about that. Okay, this is more stuff that I want to read on my own, essentially. But it's explaining how everything's happened up to here. So Sanbreque attacked the Knight of Flames. Then it was part of the Holy Empire, while the Iron Legion fought. Then we've been over here. Went to Caer Nilvent. Garuda dies. This is like the blue section. And we killed the crystal. And then this is what's happened now. And this is where we are at the minute.
I have the details here.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in FF16 that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Yeah, so I can see all new features now accessible pressing back while playing the Grandcast. In a voice that forges your window to both Clive's heart and hearts of those years encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character to hear their innermost thoughts on other members of the cast. So, Clive Osfield, Jill Warwick, Borgle. This is, at this point in time, we can learn about these guys. And we've got the Bazarian folk and what's happening. Then, as we skip through, we can see what's happening. And we can discuss what's happened and what goes on. We've got people who are fighting each other. This is like... Yeah, Waloed is there. And as we're carrying on. It's quite interesting. I would like to spend some time reading all this, but not in a video, because I don't want to spend my whole time doing this. I'm just interested in like what's going on. Yeah, so we've got like the main push. Yeah, it's just interesting to see like the circles change and what's happening and what's going on. But people's pictures are changing too. Which is quite cool. Okay.
Thus ends today's lesson.
I will read that on my own time because I like to learn these things, but I want to spend a few, well, probably hours actually, going over it and reading it and making sure I'm happy with it, rather than spending time in videos doing that, because not everyone is interested in the lore, which is fine. Hello, Jill.
Everyone seems so happy to see us. It's good to be home.
Yes. Right, let's explore the rest of this.
Hither yon autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
To marinate yard chocolate, prepare hen by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stir into a deep bowl watered wine, preferably the red variety. Honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and other seasonal savoury herbs if you so desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and let lay in a dark room for a single turn of the sun. Break the breastbone and ready to your force meat. Thusly, chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumb of a stale balm and pepio or cupo nuts, soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much time as will lie on a gill penny and fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the breast with boar bacon and spit the bird, tying it at both ends of the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regularly with drippings.
Oh, Sat.
There's so many songs. Or you can play nothing if you want to play nothing.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Hi, Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? Go on then.
I'm not sure yet, but... Channeler's Whispers automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge till cast. 8. Crimson Tassels increases limit break generation. 3% when dealing damage, 6% when taking damage. Skill earned by 35%. XP earned by 15%. Ability earns in normal encounters by 20%. I mean...
You'll not find a better price
I
than
want to
that.
buy all these just to have them.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better
When
price
I want to
than
eventually...
that.
Oh, elixirs. Okay.
It'd better all be here.
Come
again. Oh,
full
don't.
health we store.
I'm not much bothered.
Right, let's just take more gil, more XP, more money, more AP.
Either way.
Until I max out all the things, of course.
Clive!
Hi.
You're back! You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
Yes, I'm sure I would. Thank you. All right, mate.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
Levin bolt. From heaven on high, far did this bolt fall to deliver justice.
No scratches, right? And? Clive. So, what'll it be?
I can make some things better, but not enough.
Anything else?
Off limits, that means you. It's my ship! The fuck? What do you mean it's off limits? I can do what I want. Right, so. Stage replay is what you have to do the different missions. I got a medal for killing the boss without dying, so I think... Or without taking any damage, so I think doing all of these 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. I think I have to do these 6 without taking damage. I don't know if you can do... Yeah, I think you have to replay the whole thing, but you can skip cutscenes at least, so it wouldn't be too bad. Which is pretty cool. I would like to go to my base of operations, because there seems to be like a box in there for me. Hello. 5 chambers. The Wall of Memories. Created the day Clive pledges allegiance to Sid, this crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Yeah, I don't have any others, so I've got the oath. Special, I guess, secret things are going to go here, like achievements. I will try and get all the achievements as long as they're within my remit to do so. I'll give it a go. Hello.
Oh, Tony!
Holmes said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Yes. All right.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men, a heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canva, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valisthia's diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Right, what we got?
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
I'm just reading. Okay.
What
Again,
subject
this
shall
is
we
all stuff
consider
I've got
today?
to read on my own. But I want to find out about Vivian. The Scotland strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analysing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to define the dispositions of the Round's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that you might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Nine Tails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted to her to her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Okay, so it's not someone I know about already.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Old Tome said the hideaway is...
Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster. Is of these two qualities for which it is valuable the weapon and armor smiths of the realm. However, there's a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell. It's durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not legally and rightly oiled. Mithril is once again eternally unchanging, and in this volume I'll explain how one might go about making, shipping and employing mithril in one's work.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new ship.
Let's have a look. Reading table. Reports, letters, and other important messages addressed to Clive were delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages always arriving to make it a point to check the reading desk upon return to the hideaway. Gav says the Republican Army's marches on the Empire Twin side of the Men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you done to wear upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Meanwhile, the Northern Territories.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
Is there a way down from here? The goblin coin, thank you. I think that's just probably no, but... I'll play some different music on the orchestrion.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have black.
Have we any more?
This is fine. I like the chiptune music, but it's not always thematically appropriate. Mr. Moogle, do you have any explanation of what this quest board is? Because I'd like to know.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Shouldn't promise things that you can't guarantee, but...
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
Right, side quest time. Let's investigate what we've got to see. I'm wondering where the game goes from here. Will it continue to be a linear story, or at some point will I have to actually make decisions about where to go, what to do, who to kill? I don't mind being told, that's fine. Alright.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Unless, of course, someone finds you some pitch.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Fork and ball. Slay thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. Okay. I will. But now we can go anywhere we want again. I'm guessing it's going to get more and more blighted as we go along.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Charge 50 blind justice before with the Hall of Justice. I am the thunder. Oh, I pressed the wrong button to dodge. I'm not playing darts. Enemy slain. Picture wax.
Right. Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
You press in the wrong buttons. Let's go. Hello, E.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
There you go.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
There we go. I don't get more for this because that's not how it works. But I do get this currency. What is that? I don't know. Alright, well. I could stop here because we have done some stuff. But I want to go a little bit further. At least investigate the situation.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
Fucking Imperials. If they hurt Martha,
the boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Let's get you to a physical run.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Dark clouds gather.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
How do?
Alright. I'm alright, mate. You alright? Turn skin cuffs gives you more stuff. Yeah, and I'm just thinking if I want to get all these songs, I'm going to need to get lots of money, so...
Oi, look sharp!
Alright.
Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
I'll pet the dog on the lift.
If those horses touch an arrow on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Okay, go. So wise. Can't go that way, but I can go this way. I mean, they're only level 19, so they're not really worth killing, but...
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then... they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Nice try.
But it might actually be Mumsy doing the shit. Is it matricide when you kill your own mum? I know patricide when you kill your own dad, so probably. I'll commit a little bit of matricide, don't worry about it. If we go to my abilities, I think what I want to do is upgrade all the circle abilities. Blind Justice will upgrade. Phoenix Shift will upgrade. Deadly Embrace. It makes them all go further, as far as I remember. Then I will try and improve Limit Break twice, because it gives you 4 Limit Break gauges, I think, rather than just 2. if you upgrade it all the way.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
I'm gonna activate your rage on 1,000 Suns.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Breath of Wind, Gouge, more cooldown reduction.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid! In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
He's gone.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Release. Let's go spread some ashes. Clive's gone through a lot of shit. Never ever seems to get any better. But Sid said it would get a lot worse for bearers before it got better, so that's an arrowman. Fuck. Arrowman rank C. Eh? What? Okay. The bounty system. Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating those notorious marks can earn not only renown, but also rare materials can be used to craft new gear, upgrading 60 times.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Obviously it has. They're fucking eyeballs. Okay, Doom is... It's not instant death in this game. Ow! It's not instant death in this game.
Nice try.
Wagga. It's like level up with Quake. Fucking hell, 6,000 money. Okay. Ooh.
You didn't see that coming.
Got him. Alright, let's go. So I don't get to see those on the map, I don't think. But just around there'll be big enemies. I guess that's what the bounty board from the Moogle will be telling me about. Maybe I can put them on my map by looking at the board.
That must be the bridge.
Don't think I ever came down this bit. Because I didn't think I could do anything when I was here, so...
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Can't lower this yet, can I? No. Alright. See you guys next time when we travel back to Martha. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.